Good morning everybody, this is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. It's November the 25th and we're looking at the 5th chapter of Peter's first letter. So 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 1. Peter's bringing his letter to the 12 tribes of Israel, to those that are scattered, in particular those that are scattered abroad in Asia Minor, as we would call it, or Turkey as we have it today. And he speaks about his own mission as an elder and of their great ministry, those that are elders in the church. I say the word church there because he may actually be referring to Jewish synagogues, or he may be referring to churches that are predominantly Jewish. So he says, the elders that are among you I exhort, who am also an elder, and a witness of the sufferings of Christ, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Verse 2, feed the flock. Feed the flock of God which is among you. The word elder has the concept of a shepherd, and we all know what shepherds do. It may be the very lowliest task in the family. It's usually reserved for the youngest child. It may be the very lowliest task in a family, yet it is something that God honours, and a lot of God's leaders were called from the sheepfold. He says, feed the flock of God which is among you, and take the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, and not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. So let's just stop a moment and think about this. He's saying you are to be shepherds of God's people. And notice it is the flock. Now, there's no concept of being a shepherd over a number of churches, unless of course you are a church planter, and that may be a necessary thing. But the New Testament concept is that of being an elder over one congregation, one Christian church. Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof. So it is the idea of an overseer, someone who watches out for the flock, someone who leads them into places where they can feed their souls, someone who looks after them, someone who goes out after them when they've strayed, someone who is always there to bind up the wounds and to bring comfort and strength to those that are in distress. And we're not to do it because we have to. That's not the way in which we should do this, and we most certainly shouldn't be doing it for money. Now, that doesn't mean to say that an elder shouldn't be paid in any way. It means that money is not his main objective. He's not a money man. And he also says, neither as being lords over God's heritage. You are not to lord over the flock in such a way that it's like a tyranny that you have over them. It's not to be like that. You are to be ensamples to the flock. The flock are to follow the shepherd. In the East, that's the custom. The shepherd would whistle and move forward, and the sheep would follow him. Why? Why did they follow him? They followed him because they learnt to trust him. They learnt to know that he would lead them into places where they could feed their souls. They knew that if they stayed close to him, they would be safe, that he would do battle with enemies if they came, and they could look to him for everything, for all matters, because he was their overseer. Now, this is a great responsibility and a great honour. Some people ask me what my ministry is. Well, when I commenced in the church in which I now serve, the designation they gave me was this, that I was to be an elder with pastoral responsibilities. So I was to be an elder with responsibilities to be a shepherd of the flock, and that's the calling that the Lord has given to me. And that's a great and honourable calling. It's something that men should aspire to, something that that they should look to the Lord for, they should desire to do. If any man desires the office of an elder, then he desires a good thing. But it's a ministry in the Word. It's a ministry of feeding the flock and caring for the flock and overseeing the flock. That is the work of the elder. A great responsibility. Great responsibility. Well, there we are. That's my little thought for the day, my password. Look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.